Mm-mm. Mic's being weird again. Checked the volume, like the sound settings. The bars are 100, the mic's just being weird. Might have started the timer slightly late. Guess we're poking the IDT later. Let's run, goes the distance. We'll mark the IDT instead. Just going with it. Because I definitely feel like I started my splits. It's like a bit late. Not a lot, but that was like 5.8 going into the FMV rather than like 5.9. Well, nobody said anything yesterday, so I'm just going to assume the colours are fine. Come on, man. I fucking hate that shit. We lost 2 seconds from that off the bat. One extra input. It's more like 15 if you have to fucking go back in there. Really. May as well be fucking 15. You have to go back in there and do it again to make sure that you get fast elevator and to make sure the camera isn't fixed once you attempt to and back out when it hasn't actually happened. Turned from one extra input to like fucking 10. Or like 10 extra inputs worth of time. TLDR, just do it on the way up to Shinra, therefore you only have to worry about it every hour or so, rather than every, like, 7 fucking minutes. Because you've got to do a menu on the way up to Shinra anyway, and there's no point before that where being on fixed cam actually fucking benefits you at all. It's like Shinra onwards where that starts mattering. I'll just do what Dash does and just don't do it all. That's also valid. I mean, really, if I wanted to play it, if I wanted to run a Final Fantasy game of fixed cam, I'd run one of the 16-bit runs. That sounds fucking brain dead, but... But you have to, otherwise Rufus fucks you. Not all the time, but if he does decide to fuck you and you're on active cam, it can really fucking just kill the run. Otherwise I would just fucking keep on away. The last time I got an encounter with this position, I didn't make it back to the spot. Yeah, no. Didn't work last time. I mean, I could have got luck and fractions there, but I don't want to get a good fight and have it mean nothing, because our steps are fucked anyway, you know? Alright. I don't think people realise that if you go to switch the camera to fixed and you whiff going to fixed, it doesn't only whiff the camera going to fixed. The field message bar above also very slightly goes to the right. And if that happens, fast elevator is impossible. I didn't get fast elevator the last attempt anyway, but it goes from there being a chance that you might get it to it actually being fucking impossible, even with turbo. If you go to change the camera to fixed and it doesn't actually happen, it doesn't just fail switching the camera to fixed, it also moves that field message bar to the right a bit. So it's not just fast elevator becomes impossible. Also, you might not notice for the rest of the run, and you might lose a bunch of time over the course of the run to your field message bar not being all the way to the left. I don't think people realise that. They just think, oh, it's just one extra input. It's a perfectly good notion to tell yourself, but it's like, yeah, in theory it's one extra input, but if that extra input fails, you either have to waste 2 seconds going back in there to move the field message bar a little bit more to the left and make sure it's actually unfixed. And if you don't do that, well, not only is the camera not unfixed despite you trying to do it, fast elevator becomes impossible. Even with turbo, it's just no longer possible if that happens. And they get into elevator and they're like, wait, we didn't get a fast elevator there? That's weird. Alright. Well, whatever. And that's probably the reason. Yeah, if it works, sure. On paper, if it works, yeah, sure. It's one extra input. Not a problem. But if it fucks up, then that is potentially a very annoying problem. You'll lose 2 seconds to have to go back into the sub-menu, like the config sub-menu, or you lose 3 seconds to not get a fast elevator. If that one extra input messes up. I'm not saying don't do it. Like, for yourself, absolutely do it, but all I'm saying is there is an argument to be made to do it on the way up to Shinra. Because there is no point before Shinra where your camera needs to be fixed. It doesn't benefit you at all. And you have to go into the config before Shinra anyway, so you can just do it while you're there. The way you switch the camera to fixed on the way up to Shinra is slower than the way you would do it on the first menu. But it doesn't risk quite the same amount of time, because you're not risking 2 seconds to have to go back into the menu, and you're not risking fucking 3 seconds to not being able to do fast elevator, which, by the way, we're probably not going to get that. We're not getting fast elevator right now, probably, but at least there's a chance to get it here. At least it's possible to get it here if the field message is field message bar is all the way to the left. That chance is not possible at all if you fucking whiff the fixed cam with the damn right input at the end. Yeah, TLDR is, if you do it on the way up to Shinra, you only gotta do it every hour or so. If you do it on the first menu, you gotta do it every fucking 9 minutes or so. But I'd rather just do it when I already have a run going. Yes, it is more to think about leading that up to elevator minute, sure, but I mean, it's probably not going to be the thing that fucks up your run if you have to think about that one thing. I mean, you can make the argument about doing it on the first menu, but yeah. I'm not going to put Cloud's attack in here, I don't think. I don't think I would have gotten anyway, so whatever. We got one preemptive, just take the one preemptive, don't be greedy. Not those ATBs, you can be greedy with tighter ATBs than that, but... Oh, we've got 34, 35, 33. Big variance. For barrow attack, that is. $387. God damn it. Yeah, I think this is a bolt. The reason being is bolts rolling high, attacks rolling high, so if we do a bolt there instead of an attack, then we should be able to kill her with attack bolt limit. If we weren't high rolling, then I think attack would be better there, but... He's on 92. Minus 26. No, we could have done an attack and been fine, actually. We might have been fine with an attack there. Dude, it was minus 26 when the 118 damage happened. I know you can't have minus 26, but basically the equivalent of minus 26. And the bolt during the tail laser phase did about 46, and attack on average does about 20. Occasionally it can be like 19, but it's usually at least 20. 46 minus 20, 26. It works out, doesn't it? It's a good split time. Bit of an early. Yeah, this might not work. Might have forced that encounter too early. Well, we haven't had an encounter so far. Like, normally, if you got that encounter too early, you like walk into the encounter, walking down to Jesse there, but we didn't, so... Probably fine. That's whatever. We have cushion for resets if we don't get the end of that. It's fine. Legs 11. Don't think we had a potion drop. Although I think I was molding about the fucking fixed gang aspect. There's a chance we did get a potion drop, I was just freaking out over such a small fucking detail. Yeah, objectively it's one extra input, but that one extra input could cost you fucking 2 to 3 seconds. Who cares if you run dice to Rufus, because you're an auto can? Okay, no potion drop. Yeah, I cheated. I looked back at my own board. Somebody banned doing that. Should be allowed. Oh, got a spark. Runs cast. Elevators on a sock. Etc. It feels like it's probably tinfoil hat shit, but it feels like whenever I get a spark on that last screen, my elevators are always really fucking shit. Not always, but like a lot of the time. And the reason I think that is because the sparks and stuff like that on the screens are all tied to list, and that's what elevator minip's tied to. It's tied to manipulating the list, as well as the stone, but that's done in War Market already. By the time you get to that elevator minute portion of it, the stone's already been set to what you need it to be set to. Okay, yesterday we were on OEM controller, and when we ran down for Jesse skip, we were right on the edge of the screen. And we're on Brook Adapter right now, which adds at least a frame extra of latency. Or adds at least 1 frame of latency. Yeah, yesterday when we tried to do it, we just ran to the spot and we were lucky and just lined up straight away. If we do that this time, we'll probably run into the camera, or run into the door and the guard will come out. So the real reason people continue after they don't get fast ride Jesse skip, it's just so they don't have to explain to chat why they reset there. And they'll just be like, what the heck? Why did you reset there? What's going on there? What happened? What the fuck did you reset there? I mean, yeah, there is... You can continue on second fast ride Jesse skip. Get a decent run still, but I definitely feel like a lot of the time people just do it so they don't have to explain to chat why the fuck they reset there. It just twists the screwdriver. Like, you're already pissed off that you have to reset and then fucking you have to explain it, which makes it worse. Like, however much you, viewer, are annoyed that I have to go back to start the game, trust me, I'm 10 times more annoyed than you could ever be. Like, I'm right there with you on that one. Like, it feels shit that I have to reset there. I don't have to reset there. I'm shit at this game, so I don't really need it, but... I hate missing good IDTs or even Midgar, like post-barrow skip. Like the IDT minute we do for the range of ranch, on the way to ranch, I hate having to use shitty IDTs for that. So that's the reason I do it. That's the reason I need first ride Jesse skip. It's just I really like being able to hit decent IDTs. But no, I get it. It's annoying that I have to go back to start the game. But if you're annoyed about it, trust me, I'm fucking tenfold annoyed about it. Worse than chat, yeah. I say all this shit and then I'm all emo when there's fucking nobody in chat. Want it to be 3:35 AM on Thursday. Yo, Joe, thank you. Emo calming. Yeah, what's up, guys? Xanto, Reverend, Joe. Yeah, I want to know the context behind that. Or do I? maybe curiosity will screw me over there. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Tired yesterday, a bit less tired today. Oh yeah, shit. Oh, actually, I forgot something. I don't have work tomorrow. I forgot about that. Shit. My work's closed tomorrow. My workplace is closed. You just reminded me. I was like, am I gonna stay out for that? And I was like, wait, hang on a minute. I don't work tomorrow. Usually I do, but I could. Thing is, I don't know. Okay, I'm not on a perfect sleep schedule or anything, but like for my standards, I've been on a pretty fucking good sleep schedule lately. It's still erratic as fuck. My sleep schedule is not 100% consistent. It's still fucking up and down. It's up and down around the healthy range rather than up and down between like fucking I'm gonna wake up at 12 AM or I'm gonna wake up at 12 PM. It's erratic in a way that's acceptable rather than okay, what the fuck are you even doing, man? What's going on? Sleep schedule power level, what's all going on? Yeah, it's gonna be summer soon. There won't really be any days to take off to do anything that I need to do. I'll be ram-packed. Ram-sacked, whatever. Double jump in the house. Yeah, he mentioned that in the stream. It's a decent amount ahead of his estimate from the one run that he did. To the point where you can justify it. Yeah, maybe I should, like, instead of staying awake, I should just set an alarm for it. And maybe to be safe, leave my Discord. Okay, on Discord on my phone, turn my notifications from silent to audio and vibrate. Sign into my main account on my phone. Leave my statuses online. Block Leo so you can't wake me up for no fucking reason. And then, I mean, it's not your responsibility to fucking wake me up, but I mean, you're on company while you're watching, yeah. We'll have notifications, oh yeah, I'll have silent notifications turned off from my Discord app, and you can just message me the alarms and get to me, whatever. But I mean, yeah, again, it's not your responsibility to do that. But yeah, maybe that is what I should do, with me actually having a somewhat acceptable sleep pattern, or sleep schedule as of late. Maybe I should just set an alarm for it as well. And keep my Discord app up, in case Joe wants to message me about it. Block Leo, so it doesn't randomly call me at fucking 1:30. Yeah, Cradle Bay was pretty good, for sure. Man, this needs to be studied. There needs to be research done on the fact that when I'm playing on literally any other controller, I'm fucking shit at this game. When I'm playing a PS4 controller, I'm just like... I don't want to say goated, but... When I've got the Excalibur in my hand, fucking IQ raises by like 20 points. Not linguistically, but through my gameplay. I mean, I say that now, my L1 button's gonna start being a piece of shit mid-run, and then another loose steps. Get 5 extra encounters and field screens on top of getting pincers. I mean, no, it doesn't actually have to be studied. I have hundreds of hours practicing this game in emulator with this controller. I mean, it's not too surprising. But I mean, like, you know, Dash Retro can practice on a SNES pad on this PC, and then he uses like a modded DualShock 1 / regular DualShock 1 when he's running, like on console. I can't do that. My brain is just way too particular. Like, if the controller is even slightly different from the controller that I use for practice, it's just Raid Boss. Or the controller I practice with. Okay, good segment so far. It's not that I'm really good at games with this controller either, because, I mean, this is the controller that I was using for Jinx yesterday. I mean, my execution, like, my decision making in that game was terrible, don't get me wrong, but, like, my execution wasn't that bad. But, I mean, it wasn't great either. It's just simply this is the controller that I've used to practice the game with the most. I mean, I still messed up this basket at the start. I still got it, but I mean, it was a very sloppy start for the basket there. .408 basket exit. That's pretty bad. Especially given the yeah, the in time we had earlier. The time that I exited the inn was pretty decent. For the time we had, getting a 408 basket exit is pretty fucking bad. Oh well. Good Thresh Moon revisit time though. 606 is decent. Yeah, Craig or Bagel's aptitude for playing that series of unfortunate events, it's pretty insane. I was pretty impressed with how slowly I mastered that game, but Craig or Bagel takes that to like a whole new level. Oh, I see. Thank you. Decent start. Okay, we're through. I mean, we're through regardless of whether they're brave low rolls or not, we're through, but we're through without an extra wave, that's what I meant to say. We're only getting that one wave. We're not getting an extra one. 5x kill, but not split time. Wasted a bit of movement there, but whatever. So with turbo, I can easily press L1 there to grab the ladder. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to run right and then do like an L1 tap. Which is very easy to do with turbo, but with non-turbo, every time I try doing it, it doesn't work. So instead what I try to do is I try to just switch from right to upright, like right at the end. It's the same principle, but the L1 inputs are definitely cleaner. So for anyone watching being like, oh, why don't they just tap L1 there instead of trying to do the up left shit? Or up right shit. It's just, it's too awkward. I've tried doing it before on turbo, like the L1 tap. It's so much freer with turbo, like doing the L1 tap. I mean, it's the same principle, it's just L1's more swag. It's more swag to press L1 there than to do upright. You can also feather like the L1 input a lot cleaner than you can switch from left to up, left, oh, right to up, right, and so on. Like, wavering between the two is what we used to do, just tap an L1. I'm gonna try... nah, maybe not. Okay, we've used one Braver so far. We have a Braver ready, but we're not gonna be able to use it. Please get in Tifa. Yeah, no such luck, but that's fine. Two actions at the start of the fight is still good. Like, two preemptive actions are still good. Okay, we got Slapstick yesterday, but that was on OEM controller. Dual analog, to be precise. Damn. No such luck today. think we'll take stairs, because we're only on 2 bravers. I think we'll take an elevator, is if you fail to manip, you get a bunch of encounters. You end up over-leveled for a fight that we get a lot of limits from, typically. And that means your limit bar doesn't fill up as much. That's why it's better. I mean, it's still objectively better to take elevator. Like on paper, but... that's why there's an argument for not taking elevator if you're only at 2 bravers. I mean, yeah, we're pretty close to a 3rd. We are pretty close to a 3rd braver, but... that just means we can do some cool shit at the grunts fight, where if we take elevator, I might end up just using the limit early on. That makes sense. Like, we might get into... I mean, obviously, the Mighty Grunts fight at the end of the split is 3 Mighty Grunts, but... on the elevator, there's a floor... well, there's more than one floor, but there's a base floor which has 2 Mighty Grunts. I might be tempted to just do YOLO limit there. If Clown gets salted first. Or if he covers. He's not going to cover, I'm not going to cover him, but... if he gets targeted, I might do like a YOLO barrier there. And then we won't be able to do anything cool at the Mighty Grunts fight. The 3 Mighty Grunts fight at the end of the split. But we're also a little bit behind on steps, so taking stairs is pretty helpful. I think in theory we can jaywalk here. But I'm taking stairs anyway, so I'll just play it safe and do it earlier. We might overwalk, but it's not going to matter because we're taking stairs. I'm going to be super far ahead on steps anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 to be safe. I'd rather 21 and a half to be safe is one thing to say. That was just on the 22. And also, yeah, this is superstitious as fuck, and honestly kind of low IQ, but, we had a spark before the trains, like after reactor. It feels like a lot of the time if I get a spark on that screen that my elevators are really shit. That's super fucking, like, you know, just pinpoint hat. Fucking dumb bullshit, but... anecdotally, it feels like I get shafted a lot of the time in an elevator if I get a spark there. To the uninitiated, I mean, to the initiated, that also doesn't make sense, but especially to the uninitiated, that might not make sense, but... so... stuff that happens in the background, like screens in this game, like random sparks and all that, it's all tied to list. And the elevator manip we do, I mean, yeah, manipulating elevator is also tied to list, so that's where my like ideology comes from there. It still doesn't make any fucking sense. Even people who understand list for this game would agree that that's just fucking stupid. But emotionally, it feels like a lot of the time I get a spark on that screen and then I just get fucked in an elevator, so, I don't know. Okay, you guys didn't see it, but I got a bot message. That means my viewership sucks right now. I don't need Leo to tell me. The bots let me know that my viewership is bad every day. But I mean, when I don't ever see a bot on a stream, I'm not thinking, does that mean my viewership's good? I just don't even think about bots, but... So I don't always know when my viewership is this decent, but I always know when my viewership is bad because the bot shows up. If that makes sense. Okay, really? If you buy 19 grenades, at the grenade shop in 7th Heaven, you're supposed to buy 48 here. But the reason, yeah, typically people buy 46, just because it just feels cleaner, right? But in theory, you can buy an extra grenade. There's enough money left over for an extra grenade. I think the reason people don't buy an extra grenade is just so they can afford the Geyser Greens, but I don't ever get the Geyser Greens. Not really. So yeah, on paper here, with buying 19 grenades instead of 21 at 7th Heaven, most people would buy 48. I'm gonna buy 49 now. No, it's not yourself. Someone else pointed that out to me. Okay. The fucked thing is, you don't see those if your viewership's good, so it's always just a reminder that your viewership's bad, even if you don't look at your views. We'll buy 49. We've got time for resets anyway, so... If we do end up screwing ourselves by buying that extra grenades, then it's whatever. We might not have to walk into the screen, but nah, we'll see. I was thinking I would have to walk so that to make sure we get that Hell House, but we got it anyways. If you get it earlier, then you have to walk to a certain point to make sure that you don't get an encounter on the Mighty Grunt screen. It's in the lobby. If you take an elevator, it's in the lobby, you get that extra encounter if you don't get the Hell House on that screen. But with stairs, you might get an additional Mighty Grunts. It's not guaranteed, but if you don't walk to a certain... If you get an encounter really early on that screen and you don't walk to a certain point, then there's a chance to get like a second Mighty Grunts fight. Or going up the elevator. Every now and again, though, they will just start pushing regardless of stream size too. Mod for a partner too. Every now and again, they will get them. Oh, I see. Fair enough. I guess the idea is that, I mean, maybe there's some smaller streamers watching. And maybe people who sell those viewers, fake viewers. Like, well, hopefully one of those smaller streamers would be like, man, I wish I could get viewership like that. Okay, we should be able to keep it here, really. But, it'd be nice if I could get viewership like that. Wait, I can. I just need to pay a bot. Or pay for a service to get the bot viewers. Yeah, I should have healed Tifa already, but we're taking stairs, so it's probably fine for now. I probably will have to do it before sample. But if she doesn't get targeted at all, I might just leave her and take the risk. But yeah, that Hell House encounter on the way back from Broken Road, that's ample time to check your HP ranges on your party members. I just wasn't paying attention. Look, they even asked way away from being there, okay? Okay, guys. Look away, look away. It's nothing but misfortune and misery on the way. Close the book now. Turn back. Can't Olaf do this? Just put them through. Six, 3, 7. It's like 78. It's less like an extra grenade, essentially. Woo! Imagine if I ran to the left for no reason there. Because my left input there was for no reason. Imagine if I panicked and then I actually ran to the site. That would have been pretty funny, huh? I blame it on the grip latency. We were using OEM yesterday. That's why I ran too far there. Or almost ran too far. It's because we're on a USB controller. 580206 is best. So 020610. We could have went there, but whatever. Should play the game. Don't take risks like that. It's not worth it. Alright, I'm glad I'm gonna have to cut stream in a few seconds, guys. Hold on.